Yeah, hey there. Well, the Mecklenburg sheriff here says he got information that from the feds that Border Patrol is on their way here. And earlier today, here in downtown Charlotte, Democrats held a press conference showing their opposition. But joining me right now is Congressman Tim Moore here from North Carolina. Thanks so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me on. Appreciate
All right.
it.
I guess your reaction to word that Border Patrol is on their way to Charlotte.
Well, number one, folks need to I think the Democrats and some of these ultra leftists are just trying to whip up a frenzy over nothing. My understanding is this is a very limited law enforcement exercise where, fortunately, Border Patrol is going to be here assisting local law enforcement and dealing with some very dangerous folks who are here. I mean, let's not forget, the 4 years under President Biden where the border was thrown open, a lot of dangerous folks came here. And what they're trying to do, as I understand, is to try to go in and deal with some very dangerous individuals who are in our community. And as someone who represents Charlotte, I want safety and security for everyone here. And the fact that folks on the left are demonizing and attacking law enforcement officials, they should be ashamed of that. They should be supporting these folks.
And I was out here when that press conference was happening, just yards away from us, and one individual got up there and says, "But the actions of Border Patrol and ICE are acts of terrorism." What do you say to that and the other words that were shared there?
It's just stupid. I mean, I don't know. You can't fix dumb with some people, I guess. And some of these folks on the hard left have just lost their ever-loving minds. I mean, number one, it's dangerous and it's reckless. I mean, this is the same crowd that for a long time talked about defund the police. Now they want to talk about attack the police. I mean, these men and women in law enforcement, federal, state, local, you name it, put their lives on the line every day to enforce the laws to protect the public. And for anyone to be out here or anywhere else advocating for violence against them, calling them terrorists, I think one person maybe called them Nazis or something today, that is insane. And let me tell you something. That does not represent the majority view of this community.
Yeah, and I asked you before we went live here today about the impact of illegal immigration here in North Carolina. Can you talk about that?
Absolutely. I mean, we've seen a number of things with those open borders. We've seen the amount of fentanyl deaths that really spiked to all-time highs, the amount of drugs coming across the southern border, the amount of criminals who were coming in, the amount of human trafficking, you name it, gangs, all of these things. And it blows my mind that there are any folks who would actually defend the reckless policies that the Biden administration did that have allowed this mess. And look, I shout out to President Trump for leaning in to make sure that we're cleaning these problems up. But it took a while, 4 years for it to happen, and it's going to take a while to get it fixed. And I just think to the folks out there watching and viewing today, we need to hold folks accountable who advocate for violence against these men and women in law enforcement. Absolutely ridiculous.
All right, Congressman Tim Moore joining us here live on Newsmax 2. All right, we'll send it back to you in the studio.